The RIA industry is booming. RIAs now are managing more than 100 trillion with a T assets under management, and it's not stopping anytime soon. My name is Matt Reiner, and today I want to talk with you about the tailwinds that are happening within the RIA industry and how we as financial advisors can look to take advantage of these tailwinds. So let's talk about the demographical shift that's happening in the transfer of wealth. And some of you may roll your eyes on that because it's been talked about for years, almost decades. But why is now the time that we need to focus on this, and how can we best help our firms stay ahead of this trend and also continue to grow with this trend? So right now, the demographics is that baby boomers tend to have the majority of the wealth. If you look at it as of 2015, baby boomers accounted for 50% of the overall wealth in our country. So it was right for the RIA industry to focus on serving the baby boomer generation because that's where the wealth was. That makes complete sense. And if you look at it in 2015, Gen X and millennials only accounted for about, say, 18% of the overall wealth in the country. So pushing them to the side made sense while you focus on the baby boomer generation. But when we fast forward to 2030, what we are seeing is that the baby boomer generation's wealth percentage in this country will go from 50 down to 45, while that of millennials and Gen X's combined will go from about 18% up to 48% of the overall wealth in our country. And so this narrative will shift and will turn by 2030. And so as RIAs, it's a matter of us focusing on how do we ensure that we catch this tailwind within the industry. And the way to do that is we have to start talking to the clients' kids, the kids of our clients. We must start talking to them. And the best way of doing that is to find a way to do it on a repeatable basis, to start creating a relationship and also just introducing who you are, how you help their parents, and how you can help them. And the best way to do this is start talking to your clients about their kids. Start getting insight, information, putting that into your CRM, and then using that data to act on it to start communicating with your clients and passing along relevant information for their kids to pass on. And then asking your clients if you can start to connect with their kids and start just sending the kids some valuable insight. Don't try to get business from them right away. Create a relationship by providing them value, and then we can start to capture these tailwinds for our industry and for our firms. So RIAs are growing rapidly, managing over $100 trillion in assets under management. It's going to continue, and the tailwinds show that there is no stopping. Millennials and Gen X's are going to start to take on some of this wealth, and as they take on great deals of wealth, they need a human to be a partner with them in the process of them reaching their financial goals, because they will be now having millions of dollars as opposed to thousands of dollars, and they'll need someone else. And that's where you and me and as advisors, we can all help the next generation and catch the tailwind coming within the RIA industry.
If you haven't already done so, subscribe to this channel now to continue to get alerts on all the new content that we're putting out. And if you want more written and podcast and video content, head on over to mattreiner.com. That's MattReiner.com.